So in section 3.5, what we're going to do is we're going to look at another type of graph or visual image to look at our data set and our distribution. So what we're going to be looking at in section 3.5 is we're going to be looking at box plots. All right, so box plots are useful graphical tools for visualizing a distribution, especially when we are comparing two or more groups of data. So this is a very good way that we can make comparisons between two different sets of data. And you'll see some examples in your homework. And there's also a way to do this using StatCrunch if we're comparing two different groups of data. They use our median and our interquartile range to show us a summary of our data. They are also relatively easy to draw by hand. So the reason that we use our median and our interquartile range is because these are good for skewed data sets, but they also work for symmetric data sets. So we're going to kind of err on the side of caution and say that not every data set that we're going to be looking at is going to be symmetric. So we want to use something that's going to work for skewed data sets as well. So that's why we're using our median and our interquartile range. Right, so when we're looking at our box plots, there's a list here of some different things that we're going to see. They're going to show us the median and the quartiles. The length of the actual box is going to be proportional to the interquartile range. We're going to be able to see potential outliers. So values that are way outside of our data set. And we're going to measure these potential outliers if they are more than 1.5 interquartile ranges, either below or above our third quartile. And then we're going to actually extend little horizontal lines where we can kind of see in this picture. So here we have our box, we see our median, we see Q1, we see Q3, and then we see these whiskers coming out. So another term for our box plot is it's sometimes referred to a box and whisker plot. Sometimes we call these whiskers, sometimes we're going to refer to these as fences. So you will see kind of both words used interchangeably. Right? So when we're looking at these horizontal lines extend from the ends of our box, and then from there, that's going to give us an idea if we do have potential outliers lying outside of that value.